Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday. You're on with Abiola Abrams. I am the founder of womanifesting.com and the Spiritpreneur Guru Academy for amazing coaches, healers, and creative entrepreneurs. This is Goddess Temple Sunday, your 20-ish minute blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. And I am so excited to be here in this beautiful virtual room of global goddesses stretched around the planet, coming together in the name of our self-empowerment, self-love, and glorification of our Creator in the highest. Yes, beautiful. Yes, as Coach Roz says, happy new moon Sunday, beautifuls. This is the perfect Sunday with all of this new energy, new moon, new year, new week to call in and tune in and tap into our power and our strength for all of the amazing things that you are going to do, not only today, but this week, this month, this year. You are doing incredible things. We are calling on it. We are welcoming it in, and I am congratulating you and celebrating in advance. Yay! Goddess Mona over on Instagram says it's a new age for her. Today it's her birthday. Happy solar return, Goddess. How amazing. Yes. So in the spirit of Goddess Mona's birthday, let's elevate, let's lift her up, let's send her loving and positive energy for this incredible new year, Goddess Mona. May God keep you and bless you, or whatever word you're comfortable with, the universe keep you and bless you, and sending you all love, all light, all strength, all power and beauty and guidance, because you have all of those things within you. And this is going to be the best year of your amazing life thus far. Yes, and we say that, we claim that, because if it's true for one, it's true for all. So Goddess Mona's beautiful birthday energy of a restart, we all take it in. If it's true for one, it is true for all. May this be the most incredible year for you yet, the most incredible cycle of your life yet. Yes, yes, yay. Beautiful. Hello, Goddess Lamorla, Goddess Asa, Goddess Kim Renee. All right, my loves, so let us begin. Hello, Goddess Mel Jackson, me Jackson, 777, hearts. Let's begin with a little bit of intention. All right, so let's join our energy to all of our sisters around the planet. We are a global goddess sisterhood, checking in from all points of this globe. Not Antarctica yet, but maybe. Hey, Antarctica, if you're watching, check in. From 6 continents, we are together here in this circle. And so we join hands, let the circle be unbroken, and we begin with Mother, Father, God, Creator, Universe, Most High. Thank you so much for blessing us with the health, the wealth, the love, the abundance, and the well-being to come together on this beautiful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, in this global sisterhood, Thank you for helping us all to know that we are all on this beautiful and sacred journey together. Help us to remember on a daily basis who we are and whose we are. Help us to remember on a daily basis that we are incredible, spiritual, powerful, magical beings having a temporary human experience. Continue to guide us in this beautiful human experience. Continue to keep us and keep us safe. Help us to know healthy boundaries. Help us to know healthy communication. Help us to know well-being. Help us to know self-love, self-worth, and all that is wonderful and blessed and guided and created just for us with your love. And I ask you to guide me, guide my words, guide my actions in this beautiful sacred space, this beautiful sacred circle. And as always, I ask you, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? And we surrender all ideas of earthly control, knowing that we are safe, and it is safe to be safe. We are safe, and it is safe to be safe. And for this, we are so very grateful in your name. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Yes, goddesses. We start with gratitude. I am so grateful for you. I'm so very grateful for you being here in this beautiful circle. Yes, yay. Look at the goddesses on Instagram in the house. Hello, goddess Jada. Hello, goddess Taji. Hello, goddess Dawn, and goddess Inez, and goddess Melissa. All right, my loves. So let's talk. Hit the share button. Give me a thumbs up if you have either seen the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, or if you didn't know about it and you plan on seeing it, or if for you it is at this moment something that is not personally healthy for you and you are not seeing it. Hit the share button, hit a thumbs up, because we are going to be talking about that. I am so grateful for you, Goddess Asa. So grateful for you. And this is a conversation not about any about that person. This is a conversation about you, about me, about trauma, about emotional, sexual, and domestic violence, about abuse, about you and you being able to live your most courageous and incredible life. And we happen to be, as a tribe, as a circle, on this date, in the middle of a series that we've been doing, the I Am Unfunkwithable Day number 6 series, and it's been very powerful and very amazing. And as we were moving into the opening of me opening the doors of the Spiritpreneur Goddess Sisterhood, the Spiritpreneur Academy, to help coaches and healers to build their businesses. And today was supposed to be about that. However, to me, it is imperative every day that no matter what, I go where I am being guided to go. And I felt like we needed to have a conversation about this here in our circle, because again, watching that documentary, it's not about that, it's about the survivors. It's about the women who are in that documentary, the courageous women who came forward to tell their stories, the courageous women who came forward to help them tell their stories. Shout out to filmmaker Dream Hampton. I love and adore you. Thank you so much for your courage. And it's also about you. About you. It's not, life is not a spectator sport. It's not about watching and judging. You know, it's very easy in anybody's life. You know, we all do it. I do it. We all do it, to Monday morning quarterback, or, play, look from the outside and be like, but why did they do that? Why did they do that? And however, in our own lives, if not us, then a sister, a mother, a friend, a cousin, we all know people who, if not ourselves, have experienced emotional, sexual, physical trauma at the hands of violence, at the hands of, people that we so-called love. Goddess Kim Renee says that it's too triggering and she won't watch it, but she heard plenty about it. And I want to say, I want to honor you with that, Goddess. And, I think that an important thing to begin this discussion with is talking about self-care. When watching these kinds of things, Goddess Asa says she can't see it yet. I completely understand that. As someone who has experienced and been in emotionally violent relationships, partner emotional violent relationships, I completely understand that. And you have to do what is right for you. Number one is save yourself so that you will live to sing and fight and, heal another day. And maybe you'll watch it 10 years from now, 5 years from now, maybe you won't ever watch it. It doesn't matter. You have to do first step number one. Just because everyone is talking about something, whether it's this or something else, does not mean that you need to talk about it. And I want to give you permission in this point in the conversation, if this is not a conversation that you're ready to have or wanting to be having, to opt out of this, to turn this off and be like, okay, Abiola, I'll be back tomorrow. That is okay. All of that is okay. Whatever you need to do to save yourself, to take care of yourself in mind, in body, in soul, in spirit, in well-being is what you need to do. It's what you need to do. And let the people around you know, if you're unable to see it, or if you've seen it and you're unable to talk about it yet, or whatever it is, at what level you wish to participate. You may need to block some folks. Again, that is okay. It is all good. Save yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your well-being. It's really important that we do that. As women, so often, a lot of this is about permission. We don't give ourselves permission. We don't teach our daughters, our sisters, our cousins, our mothers. We're not taught that it is okay to say no, that it's okay to have ownership of our bodies, to have ownership of our minds and our well-beings. And so, one of the things that we're seeing in this documentary and in life, is the levels of where we feel agency. Agency means that you feel that you have power in your life, the power of saying yes, the power of saying no, the power of healthy boundaries. And a lot of us don't have that because we've never seen it. We didn't learn it. And the beautiful thing is that we get now, without any blame or any shame, to the beautiful people who raised us, to reparent ourselves, to give ourselves the gift of healthy boundaries, healthy communications, healthy, yes, I can do that. No, I cannot do that. And this is not, I also want to say this is really important that, because there's so much shame and guilt that survivors feel around this topic. Let's take a breath, take a deep breath. So much shame and guilt that survivors feel around this topic. Domestic, emotional, physical violence, sexual violence knows no race, knows no socioeconomic group, knows no gender orientation or sexual orientation. People from all walks of life. There's a series right now called Dirty John. Let me know in the comments if you have seen that or have. It's a true story. It's on Oxygen and Bravo, I believe, based on a podcast. That's a true story of a very wealthy adult woman in her 40s or 50s who got taken up with a similar kind of person. So there, you are not broken if you have been a victim in any way in your life of any level or any kind or any sort of circumstance dealing with someone violating you and violating your purpose. It's not your fault. I want you to say that. Type it in the comments right now. If you're not typing it for yourself, type it for your sisters. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. Type it in the comments right now. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's very important that we acknowledge this, again, not only for ourselves, but for the healing of each other. When we do things to heal ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to take care of our well-being, we're healing all of those who came before us, who may not have had a voice. We're healing all of those who will come after us, who may not have a voice. And the beautiful thing about us learning boundaries, learning to speak out, learning what our yeses mean and our nos mean, learning to love ourselves, is that we can pass on something stronger and better to the next generation, because now we know, yes, it's not my fault. It's not your fault. Yes, 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 Goddess Tanisha. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. Yes, Goddess Jess. Yes, absolutely. She affirms, the pain I have endured from abuse is not my fault. Not my fault. It is not your fault. I don't care how old you are. I don't care whether you were 5 or whether you were 50. It is not your fault. It's not your fault. These people prey on people who are vulnerable, and that is not an age-related thing. They prey on the vulnerable, okay? Goddess Asa says, cleansing tears. Thank you. Thank you, Goddess, for having the courage to share that, to say that, to be that. It's not your fault. Affirm it. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. Okay? And we're going to do some EFT tapping around releasing and freeing ourselves from trauma, because a lot of times this trauma becomes a part of our personality, a part of our well-being, and we think that we have to hold on to it, hold on to the trauma, hold on to the anger, hold on to the sadness, hold on to the compartments of it in order to punish the other person. But they're going on and living their happy, twisted life, or passed on, or whatever it is. And it's us who are left with dealing with that. And so we want to do some EFT tapping. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. Around releasing that, around letting it go. Okay. But first, I want to just call on the power of the ancestors, of all of our incredible ancestors, those who came before, those who did the very best that they could with the circumstances that they were given, even though it may not have looked like the best to us. And we want to call on, I just want to call on the strength of the ancestors to help anyone who is still currently in this situation, to help the beautiful young women who in the documentary that we've seen, those of us who have seen it, are still at the hands of this person. And I want to ask for help for them, that their ancestors, that all of our ancestors help them to get freedom, help them to come into themselves, help them to remember who they are and whose they are. And right now, if you could just send love right now, send blessing, send well-being. We feel it. We feel emotion. We feel energy. We are energetic beings. We feel it. That's why we think of somebody and then they call us or we run into them. So right now, I just want you to just send energy to anyone who is watching this, feeling this, or connected in any way, or even if they feel that they are not, who is currently in any situation that is unsafe. We send them power and healing and love from the Most High, from their own ancestors, from all of our ancestors, to have the strength and the power of freedom, of freedom, of freedom. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Goddess Jess, she said, it's not your job to free anyone else from their trauma, whether it's a partner or whoever it is, because a lot of times, as women, as strong women, we feel that, it's as the caretakers of the world that, it's up to us to somehow help somebody or help somebody. I'm talking about partners in intimate partner relationships, and that is not your job. That's not your job. Goddess Yvonne says, thank you for those words, violating my purpose. Yes, yes, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. And again, your self-care, I'm going to share some numbers and some websites. If you or someone is in this situation right now, get out, leave right now. Let somebody know, somebody that you know, or if you don't have somebody who is someone that you know who you could talk to, go to a website like RAINN.org, RAINN. RAIN is the United States largest anti-sexual violence organization. If you're not in the United States, still call or go there, 866-656-HOPE. Someone put that in the comments, 866-656-HOPE, RAIN, RAINN.org. Still go there and look for resources related to your country or the domestic violence hotline. Their website is thehotline.com. Their phone number is 1-800-799-7233, the domestic violence hotline for the United States, 1-800-799-7233. It takes on average 7 tries before a woman is able to leave her abuser. And I need to point out that I am not a medical doctor or licensed therapist, but I feel like it is very important that we have these conversations. Yes, we are asking the ancestors for help. We are asking the ancestors for guidance. If a partner uses the words to you, I do not deserve you, believe them. Put that in comments so that your sisters can see it. If someone says to you, I don't deserve you, believe them. Leave. Even if nothing has happened yet. You don't deserve me. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Now I know. Deuces. Be out. Leave. Leave. Get someone to support you. And if you don't know someone, get a stranger to support you and get out, because you deserve more. Type that in the comments. I deserve more. You deserve more. Type in the comments, I deserve love. I deserve love. I deserve healing. I deserve well-being. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. And before we get into some tapping, I just want to just share some of the signs of abuse, because so often, as women, and again, this happens to women and men, human beings of all ages, One of the things that, I was reading some of the comments on social media, is people were talking about, again, this individual, this superstar, this celebrity, and cycles and institutions of abuse, systematic abuse that he has built in his life to suppress and abuse women. And people said in the comments that people are not talking about the young men who came forward and said that he abused them as minors. So this is happening to our girls and our boys. Some of the symbols, the things that you need to look for, the signs of abuse: extreme jealousy, extreme possessiveness, right? Which a lot of times we mistake as love. I've mistaken that as love, right? Let people know in the comments so that we know that we're not alone. Have you ever taken extreme jealousy or possessiveness to mean love? That's not love, right? Unpredictability, someone who is cruel to animals, verbal abuse, extremely controlling behavior. You can wear this, you can go here, you can do this, you can't do that. That's not what love looks like, okay? Forced sex or disregard of their partner. Sabotage of birth control methods is a means that some people use to control other people. Blaming the victim, the survivor, for anything bad that is happening. Sabotage, obstruction, controlling of the finances, abuse of other family members, threatening of other family members, right? Yes, we are not alone. Accusations of flirting, demeaning the person either privately or in front of other people, demeaning, embarrassment and humiliation, harassment at work. None of those things are love. If you are experiencing or have experienced any of those things or seeing them, in a friend or family member, get help, help them to get help, using isolation, using emotional abuse. And one of the things that I want to point out, I know that there have been times in my life, for example, when I was much younger and I had friends who were going through this and I didn't have the wherewithal or the strength to be able to help them. Sometimes, a friend may be coming to you and telling you something and you feel like you're advising them over and over and over and over and over again. And it then is draining and debilitating for you to keep on helping them. You're not required to be anyone's therapist. Direct them to these resources, the hotline.org or whatever it is. Again, you have to take care of yourself. You can't help anybody else if you're not first taking care of yourself, okay? Some other signs, people using intimidation, gaslighting. When I was a child, I had a friend, and sending her and her family love and blessings, who her father used to purposefully throw things over or whatever so that then he could, beat her for, oh, well, that's broken or whatever it is. That's gaslighting, when someone makes you believe that the things that you're seeing, hearing, experiencing, feeling are not real, right? People who are using coercion and threats, people who are using your children or your parents or your family against you. Really, really important. These are not small things, where, again, you may feel like, okay, well, I should have known better, or you know what you know. You know what you know when you know it. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. We're all doing the very best that we can. Put that in the comments. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the very best that I can. And we're also doing what we know how to do. Put that in the comments. We are doing what we know how to do. Affirm that we are worthy of love. I am worthy and deserving of unconditional love. Put that in the comments. You are worthy and deserving of unconditional love. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Goddess Claudette says, but it's been going on for a long time. I agree with you, Goddess. She says, this is crazy. Yes, but a lot of things have been going on for a long time. Let today, let this moment, let this very second be the moment that we say no more, no more, no more. Now we know something different, even if you didn't know it 5 minutes ago, even if you just realized from that list, oh my goodness, whatever it is, now, right this second, you can make a different decision. And I'm not saying that it is easy. I'm not saying that it's easy. If you are in a situation where you feel that it is, again, scary, plot your escape. Figure out what you need to do to plan your escape, okay? And get out of there safely. You are doing the very, very best that you can. And that's enough. You are enough. Let's affirm that. I am enough. Yes, I am enough. You are absolutely enough. You cannot heal another person. You cannot fix another person. You cannot make an unwell person well. You cannot do that. And it is not on you to do that. You are not responsible for doing that. Yes, let's affirm it. I am enough. I am enough. You are absolutely enough. Absolutely enough. Take a deep breath. Good, 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 good. And I wanted to share some poetry healing, because I find poetry to be a beautiful palate cleanser for when we are, dealing with this. One of the things that you can do, if you are watching this R. Kelly documentary, or if you are watching the Dirty John story on Bravo and Oxygen, if you are experiencing, watching any of this, part of self-care is deciding for you how you're going to take it in. So maybe you'll watch part number 1. You don't have to watch all 6 parts right away. Maybe you'll watch part number 1 and never watch the rest. Maybe you'll watch part 1. Maybe you'll never watch any of it. Maybe you'll watch part 1 and watch 1 a week. Maybe you'll watch it and then afterward need to go and meditate and cleanse and, light your candles and, smudge your space and pray for the people who you are seeing, or, do some Reiki and send healing and love, or maybe you won't need to do any of that. Again, self-care is very extremely personal. Maybe there are people that you can, if you're wanting to watch it, but you don't want to watch it yourself, but alone, you can get a friend, ask someone to watch it with you, okay? Right now, we know that, your suffering, you suffering is not necessary for you to punish the other person. You staying stuck or staying in it is not punishing the other person, okay? Right now, what is most important is that you bring freedom to you. Physical freedom, emotional freedom, sexual freedom, spiritual freedom, physical freedom, that you bring freedom to yourself, that you have a right to freedom. Type that in. I have a right to feel free in my own body. I have a right to feel free in my own life. I have a right to feel free in my body. I have a right to feel free in my life. And I think that because so many of us, as women for generations haven't spoken about this, that, we have developed patterns which we need to break now. Patterns of making men feel comfortable, patterns of making other people feel comfortable, prioritizing other people's safety and well-being above our own. And right now, again, the objective is save yourself. Take care of yourself. Love and care for yourself. Yes, Goddess Melissa, she says you don't have to suffer to grow. You do not have to suffer to grow at all. You don't have to suffer to grow. You are strong, and that strength looks like different things to different people at different moments. One of the beautiful, beautiful moments on the series This Is Us this past season was that one of the cast members on the show, the characters, revealed that she was a victim of incest, and she was in a bathtub and trying to feel safe. And her boyfriend, her partner, he said, "I thought that you were strong all this time." And she said, "I am strong." So whatever you are going through, wherever you have been, you are strong. And it looks like different things at different times. And you can access that freedom even if you didn't feel it 2 seconds ago. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Goddess Self-Love Brings Happiness on Instagram is affirming, I have a right to feel free in my own body. I have a right to be free in my own being. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We have a right to be free. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. Here you are, and we are here right now. And so the poem, the poetic sermon, the beautiful self-loving words of Dr. Maya Angelou that I want to share is the poem Still I Rise. And so let's just take in this beautiful energy of this beautiful healing poetry, these healing words. And, if you're feeling it, just type it into the comments, just affirm it. Let's echo it throughout the university, the universe, the energy of still I rise. You may write me down in history with bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness upset you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that is rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling. I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak that is wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that the ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We take the love of our ancestor, Dr. Angela, for creating that beautiful, beautiful energy for us, and we take it in, receive it. I rise. Type in I rise if you are rising this moment. I rise. Yes. Type in still I rise if no matter what you rise. Still I rise. Yes. Still I rise. Goddess Norma is affirming it. Still I rise. Goddess Marlene is affirming. Still I rise. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Goddess Michelle, beautiful, beautiful Goddess Michelle, one of the strongest and most incredible women I know. My cousin, Goddess Michelle H, is affirming, yes, still I rise. Still I rise. Still I rise. Take a deep breath. Again, it is not your fault. If things have happened to you, if people have violated you, it is not your fault. And right in this moment, you are stepping into your body. You are stepping back into your life. You are stepping back into the power to know that you are worthy and deserving of love. Type that in. I am worthy and deserving of love. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. I am worthy and deserving. You are worthy and deserving of love. You are worthy and deserving of at any moment changing your mind about anything. You are worthy and deserving. You are worthy and deserving. Yes, I am worthy and deserving of love. Affirm it. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. The same force that created you, created the mountains, created the tides, created the oceans. And so you are worthy and deserving of all good things. Hit the share button if you're on Facebook. Give me a thumbs up if you are affirming that you are worthy and deserving of all good things. Take a breath, and now let's just tap on it. Let's do some tapping. So tapping, for those people who are not familiar with it, is known as emotional freedom technique. And science is showing that this technique of tapping that we're going to do, just tap along. Just tap along, even if you don't understand it. We don't have to understand gravity to know that if we jump up, we're going to come down. All right? This is tapping, also known as emotional freedom technique, that has been really, really powerful for healing with trauma. And I want to invite you to be able to come back to this video, watch it as many times as you need to, because we're going to do some tapping on emotional trauma, physical violence. And what this basically is just like acupuncture, which uses needles in pressure points, right? This is acupressure, where we are tapping the same way that we would work with needles. And I'm going to tap through meridians, specific points on the body. And we're going to do just a few rounds of tapping. You don't have to understand it. Just tap along. Just repeat after me. And if right now you're not able to do it, just watch. And you can watch privately and do it when you're able to, okay? So let's just take a breath. Come into your body. Come into your body and just tap. And repeat after me. These things that happened These things that happened, this pain that I feel, I choose to release it. These things that happened, this pain that I feel, I now deeply and completely choose to love, honor, cherish, and accept myself. I now deeply and completely choose to love, honor, cherish, and accept myself. If you're in a place right now where you're not able to speak these words out loud or tap along with us, you can just type them into the comments so that you can just support your sisters, support yourself in that way, okay? Top of the head. These things that happened, this pain that I feel, eyebrow points, inner eyebrows, I choose to release it. Sides of the eyes. These things that happened, under the eyes, this pain that I feel, under the nose, it wasn't my fault. Under the chin, these things that happened were not my fault. Collarbones is where I'm tapping. Then bra strap point, it wasn't my fault then. Back to the top of the head, it's not my fault now. Size of the eyebrows, it wasn't my fault then. It's not my fault now. These things that happened, under the nose, this pain that I feel, I choose to clear. I choose to release it. Bra strap point, this pain, top of the head, this pain. Eyebrows, this pain is not me. Sides of the eyes, I thought I had to hold on to it. Under the eyes, I thought I had to keep it. Under the nose, I thought I had to stay angry. I thought that I was broken. Collarbones, I thought something was wrong with me. Under the arm, I thought I did something wrong. Top of the head, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It's not my fault. I did the best that I could. I did the best that I could. I did what I know how to do. This pain I've been holding on to, I am willing to release. I'm willing to let it go. I'm no longer abandoning myself. I'm tired of abandoning myself. I am worth loving. I am worthy and deserving of all good. And I'm not carrying this anymore. I am not carrying this anymore. I thought I could punish them with my suffering. I thought I could punish them with my sadness. I thought I could punish them with my anger. I thought I could punish them with my pain. But I was only hurting myself. But that's okay because I didn't know. That's okay because I didn't know. And now I'm willing to feel better. Now I'm willing to feel good. Now I'm willing to feel safe. Now I'm willing to feel love. I am safe. I am safe in my body. I am safe in my mind. I am safe in my thoughts. I am safe in my sexuality. I am safe in my skin. It is safe to be me. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. I've suffered enough. I now set myself free. I've suffered enough. I now set myself free. I thought I was a victim, but I'm a survivor. I thought I was a victim, but I'm a survivor. I thought I was a survivor, but I'm a thriver. The best is in front of me. My best life is ahead of me. My best moments are in front of me. I now choose me. I choose me. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have nothing to be embarrassed about. It wasn't my fault. I did the best I could then. I'm doing the best I can now. And I am a thriver. Still I rise. 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 Yes. Take a deep breath. Yes, 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 yes. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are worthy and deserving of all good things. Amazing things are happening for you. You are blessed and you are incredible. Your best moments are in front of you and you are incredible. And life is happening for you from this very moment. Not to you, but for you. This is a new day. This is a new moment. This is a new life, and we embrace it. Do you receive it? Do you receive it? Do you receive it? Do you receive it? Receive it for yourself. Receive it for your sisters. Receive it for those who came before and were unable to speak on it. Receive it. Receive it. Receive it. You are powerful beyond measure. Powerful beyond measure. Thank you for the hearts. You are powerful, powerful, powerful beyond measure. And this is your time. And I cannot wait to see what you do with it. I can't wait. You are worthy and deserving of love, 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 love. And it starts with you loving you. Type that in. It starts with me loving me. It starts with me loving me. You are never too old. You are not too young. This is your moment. Yes, 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 yes. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Still we rise. Yes, goddesses. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Goddess Temple Sunday. Go forward on this day, have some water, replenish yourself because we shifted a lot of energy here today. And ask yourself, in every choice that you make today, in this beautiful energy, what is the most self-loving choice that I can make at this very minute? And it may mean walking out of a room. It may mean walking out of a door. It may mean walking out of a life. What is the most self-loving choice I can make? I love you. If no one has told you today, I love, 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 and adore you. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste, goddesses. Namaste. You're going to have the best week, the best month, and the best year. We claim it. We receive it. We know it.